Welcome back. In today's session, we will perform a complete HP Gen 12 firmware upgrade and explore all available methods, including online updates, BIOS-based upgrades, and full service pack deployments. By the end of this video, you will know which upgrade method to choose for your environment and how to avoid common firmware upgrade mistakes. So let's move now. Hello and welcome to all of you on my productive and skill oriented training platform. So the firmware update is really simple process whenever you are dealing with the HP Gen 10, Gen 11 or even HP Gen 12 server machines. You need to understand that HP always provides ISO images for their server machines. Whenever you are going with the HP server Gen 12 machine. So you just need to open the Google and then type the service pack HP Gen 12 service pack. Here we go. So it will open the official HP link where we can easily download the exact image which is required for the updates of a recommended firmware regarding the server machine. So here you can see service packs for HP PROLIANT Gen 12. So I just need to hit the download software button and this process will be initiated. And if you want to separately download any other products, so all these products are available on the official HP website. So you just need to hit enter the download software. And when you hit entered, so here you can see it will provide the exact ISO image size and its checksum, which is really important regarding the security aspects and detailed documentation about this smart update manager. So I just need to hit enter the download button when the download process is completed. So I'll definitely go and initiate the update process of the firmware on my latest enterprise level server machine, which is Gen 12 on the platform of HPE. So let's start the download, and when this process is completed, then we will initiate the update process as well. So let's move now. So here you can see the file is downloaded, and now I'm uh, trying to install the ISO image over here, and here we go. Now I just need to mount this folder just to look inside components of this ISO image, and I will copy it to my local disk for better performance. And here we go. Now it's going to be copied, and when this copy process is completed, then definitely I will initiate the process. The important now my download process is completed, and here you can see when I click on the setup button, here I have clicked the launch option and run as administrator because I will need the administrative privileges. And here the process is initiated. Here you can see Gen 12 machine is available, update is available, and you can avail both opportunities with the ILO channeling interface with the help of ILO 7, which is the latest version available with the Gen 12 server machine. Here you can see I can easily verify that ILO 7. While if I talk about the Gen 10 and Gen 11, they come up with the ILO 6. So in the coming episodes, we will definitely discuss about the differences between ILO 6 and ILO 7. So as this process initiated further, here you can see the FTP is disabled. It announced the local host option because I'm running inside the operating system. So it will try to initiate the process. Here you can see the Smart Update Manager 12.4 process initiated. Now you can see that I have multiple options available. I will click on the local host option, and then it will definitely going through the inventory options. Basically, initially, it will collect the detailed inventory information regarding the storage controllers, network adapters, all the components which include the storage devices, their chipset configurations, their processor information, the firmware, current version. So all this information will be collected. Now it's asking for the username and password. So I'll definitely on the management interface. So I will provide the secure authentication method, and here I will place the password. And when I connected, so it will provision all the inventory which I just explore with the help of a smart update manager. So let me type the password, and then I will hit enter to properly authenticate this process, because it's directly administrative privilege is required. So here we go, discovering server version information. Please wait. So definitely it will compare all the existing firmware versions and the current one which is available inside the ISO image. So after the inventory collection, it will go and analyze the current uh, components. And here we go. Now I will go with the two options. I will select automatic and hit entered. All the prerequisites installed, the inventory process is initiated. Here you can see the service pack HP PROLIANT Gen 12 inventory is in progress. So it will definitely collect the detailed information which I just discussed earlier about all the components, about all the chipsets, and then will go with the review and deployment process. So it's generally here you can see deployment in progress, inventory is completed, and now we are going to deploy the process. And here it will explore all the options: online ROM flush, firmware packages. It will explore the chipset, the Ethernet adapters, the storage controllers, both the boot storage controllers and the real storage controller, which we just configure for our virtual machine storages. So all the options inside the server machine. Basically, when you have the right drivers, when you have the right updates, so the server performance will really boost up, the compatibility will be done, and all the functions inside the server machine will working perfectly. That is why all kinds of updates are required before the deployment of production environment. So before going with the production environment, you need to perform all these kinds of updates uh, on the staging environment, because if anything went wrong, so you can easily roll back the upgrades, roll back the updates, and then initiate the process again. But if you are in the production infrastructure, so it will definitely affect your operations as well. And when you are planning to deploy all kinds of updates, so you must have to go with the downtime schedule, because it will take time, and after the deployments you will definitely configure this as well. Here you can see screen is continuously flashing because the new components are discovering. And here you can see the online flush controllers, ILO 7, HP fiber channel, network connectivity, MR controller. So all options here you can see the red storage controller. Now, yes, we will restart because all the update is completed. And that's the simple process to update any kind of firmware when you are dealing with the Gen 12 server machine. So the process is really simple.